Yo, what is up, guys? Trevor Roskovensky here, and on today's video, we are doing a nice little bot Q&A. I actually did this live, but I am going to clip it down and give you the best questions and answers for you guys. And I'm going to provide you with the whole Word document down below. It will be linked. It is already posted in our Discord, so if you already want to see that, go ahead and head over to the Discord, which is down there as well. But we did do about 15 to 17 questions, all the questions you had. I made some nice graphs, go over in Proxies, how much Proxies cost, task delays, all that. So if you're interested in this video, go ahead and watch this segment here. Hopefully it will help you out. And if you have any more questions, please let me know. Okay, so here we got a question here. Juan says, what's the best bot to start off with?
Personally, I started off with NSB.
Yeah.
I would definitely recommend doing it through a group buy, a lot cheaper.
I think a lot of people do recommend NSB, Juan. A lot of people recommended me that for the first one. I actually went with A and B, but that's just because I had a group buy with it. I really focused the price point on that for sure.
But
Is the bot worth for the profit you'll make? It's gonna be worth as long as you run it. I think the bot will pay off as long as you're running it and you listen to people's setups. A lot of bot providers actually give you setups as well for the week and keywords. So you really need to focus on those keywords.
I just wouldn't go into it thinking that you're gonna hit every single shoe.
Exactly. You can use me as a prime example. What PC setup do you need to comfortably run PD on? Well, we can use that as a general question here. So really with the PC setup, I can answer this question. I definitely recommend having a good processor. You know, newer gen Intel like i5 and up that'd probably be the minimum I would go for it. You may be able to get by with an i3, but I would just do i5 and up, or the newer AMD cards have been killing it, super fast. And I do recommend having a GPU as well, which is a graphics card in there, because you will be able to run multiple monitors, so you can be running multiple tasks wherever you need to, because the screen does get very cluttered when you do run bots here. How much money should you have to buy proxies and servers and a bot? How much money do you need for all of the setup? Depends, really.
Servers aren't really you do not need a server at all whatsoever. It's usually just to step it up another level. But proxies, let's say like 40 to 100 bucks, you're chilling.
If you're just starting out, don't worry about proxy servers or any of that, because you don't need that. Not at first. Yeah, you're gonna need to be much more advanced. You're gonna be running hundreds of tasks for something like that, maybe even more than that. So I wouldn't even worry about the servers. What I would focus on, Modest Slurpee, is really just getting your first bot, and we do recommend always renting a bot before you buy one. Rent a couple, see which one you like, and then your proxy providers can always be found. You know, you can get cheaper proxies than others, but cheaper is not always better. Just remember that. You're wanting reliable proxies, some that aren't gonna get banned, some that aren't banned, and you want the fast speeds. DC proxies are gonna be faster, of course, and resis are probably the main thing you're gonna run. When do you need to use proxies for bots?
Shopify, you don't really need to, unless obviously if you're running multiple tasks for the same site. But definitely easy supply, definitely foot sites.
So you're looking at foot sites, you're gonna need proxies, easy supply, because when you start running those multiple users and trying to ping, it's gonna ban you. It's gonna ban your IP address really quick, and that's essentially what your proxy is gonna do for you. Your proxy is gonna give you a different IP address so you can run multiple tasks to give you a better chance of hitting. Of course, the more tasks you have, a better chance you have of hitting. And yeah, so foot sites, easy supply, things like that, you're definitely gonna need proxies because they ban you pretty quick on that one. iOS bots and how they work. Leela, I'm gonna go ahead and start off with SwiftSoul. SwiftSoul is a Supreme bot, and it's just like a bot on your phone. I actually have a video on that, on how I go through and use SwiftSoul itself. Use SwiftSoul, super easy. If you ever need help, you can always hit me up on Instagram, and I'm gonna put out this guide here. Is a laptop okay to use? Tongue. It doesn't matter if you're on a laptop or desktop, as long as the specs in the laptop are good enough to run a bot. How can you safely buy second-hand bot, because most are out of stock? There are some trusted sites.
Yeah, go ahead. Bot Broker, Bot Mart, Splash Market on Discord.
Kyle says define proxies.
Proxies is basically, it's like a fake IP that hides your original IP, so you can get into sites without getting your actual IP banned.
Exactly. So essentially, it's giving you more than one IP address. Therefore, you can go at it with multiple users and multiple cards to allow you for more checkouts. Now, CW says, do you test your proxies, or are you fine to generate the morning of the drop? I send to test mine.
I test mine when I first buy them just to make sure, but I don't usually test them like every day because sometimes you can get them banned while you're testing. So
there you go. That's another thing I didn't even know. So if you're testing the day of, you got to be careful. You could possibly get them banned if you're testing the sites, because essentially it'll test the proxy when you put it through your proxy tester on the site, and if it does catch that by chance, it will ban it. CW says, how many tasks can you run on your home IP per Shopify site?
2.
I run 2. That's good. You can run 2.
I mean, you can try 3 or 4, but that's
yeah.
a little risky.
A little bit risky.
Do a fake kith drop.
Okay, so right now we're going to mimic a kith drop, and we're going to show you sizing and everything when it comes to Soul. So I'm going to stop.
You want to make a task group first. So I usually name my kith, and then you would pick what kind of site it is, and it's Shopify. So this would pull up a task group, and then your task, you would put kith. Keywords, Trevor, give me a drop. Give me a shoot.
Let's just do the Midnight Navies that were just here.
All right, so you would just do midnight, comma, navy. But keywords are different for every bot, so you would look into your Discord group to find your certain bot's keywords.
Correct. So
Size random.
Here's for sizing, guys. This is what we're talking about for sizing.
Size, you can do random, or you can just like keep picking a whole bunch of sizes that you want for like a specific one. Auto checkout, that's just like foot sites, anything like that, you would use auto checkout. Pre-cart is usually made on Shopify, so it like pretty much adds it to your cart. If like Shopify, if the anti-bot isn't running yet, it will add it to your cart and it'll get you like through the first queue, because there's like a little bit of a queue in the beginning. That's where you start your task like 4 minutes before. Discord checkout is just, it would send a browser to your Discord, and then you would open it and then check out from there. PayPal is if you obviously want to run PayPal. This is good for DTLR because they like to cancel. Concepts, as example, yesterday, manual. And then this, if it was asking for a question, it would pop up into a solver, and then you would just type it manually. Proxy list. No proxies is what I usually use for Shopify, and then create tasks, and this is what it's going to look like. I think that's pretty good for tasks. I mean,
yeah,
we could
tasks,
do like,
nothing crazy. You can edit
it,
but it's going to be different between every bot as well. So
now we go to proxies. So this was how you would import proxies.
Yeah, so basically here you're going to import proxies. So you go to your proxy provider, which they'll have your website, and you generate your proxies. Then you bring them over here, and that's why he has them named like Surge and Surge Supreme, Surge Shopify. They're going to be a little bit different, and when you're on your proxy provider, you'll see the difference on their websites as well.
Yeah, so I would just import it here, copy paste a billing group, and then you would just come here. You know, it's
profile name, shipping, billing.
Shipping. You got the, yeah. And you could also import these, which is very useful. You know, if you're coming from NSP to Soul and you don't want to copy your 50 profiles, you just import them.
That's kind of a rundown of what Soul is going to look like. And overall, I mean, bot UIs are going to be different. The user interface is going to be different for everything. And but general, that's what you're going to have to do. You're going to be adding billing profiles, making your tasks for each site, harvesting your Gmails for your captcha so that you can actually solve them, and importing your proxies. So that's kind of what it looks like. Jenny, what your overall bot interface will say. So let me know what you thought about this video. Did this help you? Let me know. Like I said, if you have any more questions, please let us know. Join our Discord down below, and we are more than happy to answer all of your questions. It is free to join, so all it takes is a little click. And that is it for this video, guys. So hopefully this helped everyone out. If you did please like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one. Peace!